Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my weekly call on Sid-Subs. I know it's early. The Americans can watch the recording. I'm going to quickly just update you. If there's questions on how the system operates, we'll do that afterwards. We're going to go to Sid-Subs and just quickly go through the stats. Yes, my stats, I've received $355 so far, of which I used all of it. You can see the purchase wallet 538 that I used, plus the 13 gives you 551. So there's extra money that I put in, and I sponsored most of that in. What I do, I was not muted. Okay, now muted. What I didn't. All right. I'll have to do that again. All right, can you see my screen now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's 355 that I moved. I think I did one withdrawal of 20 somewhere along the line just to test it. And important to remember, if you do a withdrawal, the system keeps 20% back. It comes to your purchase wallet so that you are forced to re-enter at the bottom either for yourself or by sponsoring in. The total so far, 538. I don't have many positions myself. Let's go check there. I've got one that cycled through on phase 2, line 1. There, I've got one waiting. That's phase 1, line 2. One, and most of these come from the feeder. I'm currently only getting feeder positions, not for myself at this stage, but for people that I sponsor in. And you can see 9 of my feeder positions is gone through. And then I've got 3 more. This is 2216. And you can see the feeder positions currently is sitting on I think 4,000 some odd. Let me just go check again. Yeah, 4623 of the people that I'm assisting with. So I don't have a lot of new feeder positions, but I do sponsor in a lot. I'm going to quickly show you how that looks like. Downline details, I basically run from the top to the bottom, and I give everybody a position once in a while. This is somebody that signed up yesterday. I gave him 3 positions on the feeder. This was one of the Play It Forward people at one of Tia's teams. From, I think it was on Friday, I gave them 20 positions. That is agreement on the Play It Forward from the leadership. And then if I want to spend some money now, I go look at who don't have a lot of positions and I give them one. And then they just get a mail and they see that they've got another feeder position. There is discussions going on about the feeder and are we going to work more on the feeder line, or are we going to focus more on the $5? My personal view is let's hit the feeder at a huge speed. There is groups coming in. Seeds of Love is coming in soon. If they can get 40,000 positions, imagine the movement on this system. Next to cycle is also a thing that's important that you need to check. Yeah, it tells you, okay, we were not supposed to take 4 positions in a row, but this is how it landed at that stage. It was an early position. Matrix ID 930. Yeah, you can see 3. There's a person with 3. Justin is one of my runners. He's got 3 positions here. Mickey is somebody that stays on the plot here, a few hundred meters from me. So he got 3. Danny's a friend of mine that stays about 12 kilometers from me. Gideon also stays on the plot. He's a contractor. There's my next one coming through. So I must maybe get myself a few feeder positions again, because I don't have much left. If you go to my matrix positions, you can see there's only 3 of them left. So I must get a few for myself. Let's do that now. Purchase subscriptions. $1 feeder, and then I'm getting a new one. It will come through in a few minutes. Right, let's go next to cycle again. Phase 1, line 1 on the $5. Currently on matrix ID 1228. Remember, your feeder number changes, but once you're on the $5, this number stays the same, and it will then cycle through. All that differs is a 11 becomes a 10, and then a 9, and then an 8. All right, let's see who's on here currently. There's Festina, one of her positions going through. This one I know that is Philippa. Tessie is Lisa. So that's how you pick up the people that you know. And then phase 1, line 2, where you get your first $28. Let's see who we know here. There's Festina. She's going to get money soon. Colette is here. Natalie Roos is on. All too beautiful. Just quickly on the $28 that you get on phase 1, line 2. There's two ways to look at that. The one way is take the $28, get yourself more positions and sponsor a few people in. What I suggested to somebody yesterday is take yourself 2 spots, a 2-spot plan for $11. You've got 17 left. Take yourself 3 feeder positions and then go to your downline and every 8 hours sponsor 3 feeder positions in there. The other option is withdraw the money. 560 goes back to your purchase wallet. Get yourself 3 feeder positions and sponsor 2 others in. That's how easy it works on the 28th. If we put back money into the system, it will keep on running fast. All right, let's go to phase 2, line 1, where you get $45 for yourself. Let's see if we know people here. Administrator got a few profiles in the system. Right, there's nobody here that we know. Let's look at phase 2, line 1. We are now on matrix ID 37. Dixie is Tia from Thailand. She's going to get money soon. You get $153 on here. All right, and that is how it looks like. Good. Any questions, anybody? I'm going to stop the screen share. If I need to go back, I'll go back. Is there any questions on how we are operating Sid-Subs? Do everybody understand how the system works? Looks like the people are still sleeping. All right, any questions? Any questions at this stage?
Good morning, it's Arma.
Right.
I want to know, can I myself have more than one position on my email? Or is it one position per email?
I don't think there's a limit on the amount of profiles you can take on a position, but why would you like to do that?
Rather than, I think in my head, I'd like to put my grandchildren on and manage their program, their files.
Yeah, you can do that. Ask a question. Let me just go check if Lake is in the group, then you can maybe get more detail. I don't think there's a limitation on the amount of profiles you can use on the email.
In other words, can I register my grandchildren with their username and password on my email?
Yeah, that is a question. Go to the Subs Dream group. Let me post a link here in the chat. Ask a question and tag Lake, and then she can confirm that for us. I haven't seen any limitations. What we did with Seeds of Love, every single profile got their own email address. The people that I assist with registering, I'm not using my email address for other people. They must use their own addresses. Why not just open more addresses for your grandchildren?
Sorry, I missed you.
Why not just open email addresses for your grandchildren?
Okay. Yeah, that's a possibility.
It's not that difficult.
Which I handle.
Yeah, which you then handle.
I own. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you.
If you struggle with email addresses, contact Jaco. He can make on my domains email addresses for you.
Because I haven't a domain. That's the thing.
I've got 2 domains. Send me a private
Thank you.
message. I'll make you a few email addresses.
Thank you, Stefan.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Okay. Let me just go show you something quickly. For the people that is worried about email addresses, let's go here. This is my one domain. There's 5,477 emails on here, and not much more than 400 is mine on this one. And then the other one, the one got 1,367, of which about 1,000 is mine. And then the rest is other people. Just contact me and I will assist you with that.
Thank you.
And Marissa is asking what's the timeline approximately to complete the cycle. We cannot allocate the time to how fast it's going to move. What I do every day is to go look at the next to cycle, and then we work out more or less what is going on. We had, let me just go to the leadership group. Somewhere in a 24-hour period, we moved 36 positions on the feeder program. 36 gives you 4 on the $5. Divided by 36, so that's 9 that cycles. The speed at which we're moving all depends on how many people you tell about Sid-Subs, how many people you sponsor in, how many positions you take yourself. If you don't tell anybody about Sid-Subs, there's going to be no movement. The leadership is committed to sponsor a lot of people in, some with as much as $2,000 total. We're going to sponsor Seeds of Love in. It's going to be a huge task to get them on the boards and registered. 2,000 people, and we give them 20 positions each. It's going to be 40,000 positions. 40,000 divided by 5, that gives you 8,000 people moving through the feeder system to the $5. We don't have 8,000 on there yet. So some of the Seeds of Love that we're going to sponsor in will also move through then. And then you can take the effect of that. 8,000 divided by 4 is 2,000 that moves through on phase 1, line 1. And then 400 goes through to phase 1, line 2. And then you can divide that by 4. So there's 100 moving. And then you go 2, there's 50 then cycling out through the system. But that depends on how fast you talk to people, how many people you sign on, what you sponsor in. I showed you there, I sponsored in more than $500. Okay, I took a few positions for myself, it cost me about $60. The rest I sponsored people in. Some people, 1 or 2 positions to start with, and then every 8 hours I go and play forward $1 to 3 people again. That's how easy is that. All right, any other questions, people? I don't want to keep you. Yes, Nera?
For asking a very quick question. I just registered this morning. I don't see the view that you just showed. Now, I registered on my mobile, so I'm not sure if I need to use my laptop, but I don't
You
see
get on
that
a
view. I
laptop.
don't see that. So better on the laptop.
Get on a laptop. Yeah, if you go mobile, it's a lot of the things is gonna not be visible.
Okay.
Let me just go show you, yeah. Yeah, mobile, you're gonna have a hamburger somewhere for this drop down. I don't have a hamburger on the computer. People, as far as possible, stay away from phones for these type of platforms. There's very few things that I operate on my phone. Very few things. I work it on a computer that is not moving outside of my home, so that if my laptop gets stolen, doesn't matter because I work on my computer at home. So this whole thing will be also, if you go to next to cycle on your phone, you're not going to see the last column. Yeah, the matrix
I don't
hiding.
see much at all. Yeah, I don't see
Turn your
much at all.
phone sideways and then see what happens.
No hamburgers. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong screen. I don't know, but I'll do it on my laptop. It's fine.
Do it on your laptop. People, laptops is cheaper than phones these days. Get yourself laptops. I've got another laptop ready for in case this one eventually gets too full. It's not that expensive. Get yourself laptops. Just an interesting thing that I didn't mention yet, the total members at this stage is 1,845, and we're now in the beginning of week 2. So that's not too bad. Right. But does that answer your question about how fast it's going to move?
Yes, thanks, Stefan. So I just wanted to make sure then, is it people joining or positions taken that would determine the positions taken? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
it's like
my
Sid-Subs.
$1.
Sid-Subs got 2,000 people. We are committed to sponsor them in with 20 positions each over time. That's 40,000 positions. If somebody signs up under me, I immediately give them a $1 position. I buy it for them.
Yes.
They then can put more on. If I go down my list and I go there 7 or 8 or 9 days from now, and I see they don't have too much more, I'll give them another $1 position. It's my money. I can do with what I want. So
Yeah.
I keep on sponsoring. You can sponsor 3 $1 feeder positions every 8 hours. So I do that every 8 hours. So I push through myself just from my profile 9 people or 9 feeder positions every day. There's people like Filippo who does the same. Justin Scher is doing the same. He's doing nine a day. He transferred, I think, something like $200 to his profile, specifically to play forward to his downline. Who else? There's quite a few people that's doing that.
Yeah, because what I was
yes.
Sorry.
No, carry on.
What I was looking at was like one of the $1 feeder positions went into the phase 1 level 1 and it's on 3,900. So I was wondering it should be maybe moving a little bit faster because you're already on 3,900 and it's still like on 200 and something on the higher levels.
Remember what happens now, the feeder positions that cycles out goes to phase 1, line 1. But there's also people who is buying 2-spot, 3-spot, 4-spot, or 5-spot plans. They also go on. If you look at on the current list, let me just go there again. I'll have to log in again. Next to cycle. If you look at the beginner feeder and you look at Justin, He's got three positions directly following each other. If he goes through to the $5, they're not going to be together. Because in the meantime, as these ones from the feeder cycle through, there's also people buying 2-spot, 3-spot, 4-spot, and 5-spot plans. So whenever you buy
Okay.
one of those plans, your second position falls onto the matrix 8 hours later. So if there's a lot of movement at the same time, Justin is not going to have three positions in a row. That I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Because people are signing up on the $5 as well. Remember, the feeder originally was built to assist people that don't have funds. So we're assisting them with $1 by playing forward, or they can come on board with themselves. But my view is whoever comes on board and what needs sponsorship, I just give them feeder positions. It is a long, slow process, but imagine 40,000 positions already on the feeder. That means somewhere those 40,000 is going to move through to the $5. But you must always do the calculations. Work from the feeder, you divide by 5. So every 5 people that comes on goes through to the $5 matrix. And then every 4 people on phase 1, line 1, push 1 through to line 2. Every 4 people that lands there, so that's 16 in total on phase 1, line 1. 16 in total. Then you multiply that by 4, gives you 64. And then for phase 2, line 2, you need 2 people. That gives you 128 minus yourself. So you need 127 new positions on phase 1, line 1 to cycle one person through phase 2, line 2.
Okay.
And a lot of people said to me, where are we going to find all this money? I have a Zoom call every Wednesday at 3 where I tell you about most of the projects that I'm on. Contaminate yourself with different projects. I'm using other projects' money sometimes to put into Sid-Subs. I'm not going to keep book of what is in my wallets. I'm on a very long-term project, been running for 27 years. When I do a $100 withdrawal there, I can do it straight to my Sid-Sub wallet. And I've done that twice. That's where that $500 comes from that I sponsored in. It doesn't only come from the system, it comes from extra money that I put in. I pulled it from another platform directly. So don't be scared to get onto other platforms and use that income. What are you going to do with all the money? If Sid-Subs get a little bit momentum, we now on day 9. This is the 9th day. And we already got all that people in and all that positions. Imagine if everybody goes out and just go talk to people about this. It's going to cost them $1. And then you just wait and relax. You get an email when you cycle through. I found a few people on my downline who didn't have positions yet. I gave them each $3. A few of them contacted me and said, where is the money coming from? I said, I bought you positions because you're not there yet. If they could only in 2 months' time get their own position, so be it. But at least they got 3 positions on the feeder already. So don't be scared to use money from other platforms. I said many times, 7 different platforms. Sid-Subs is now a good one that can constantly flow. And I'm going to put in a lot more money in here. I'm doing a withdrawal of a few dollars somewhere else today that I'm also going to put in here because I want to sponsor 2,000 people onto the feeder myself.
You got a
Okay,
very big heart.
yeah, it's not that big. It's only operating at 20%. The doctor said I'm on my way out. So use it while we can. All right, Heidi answered here to Nero. The menu hamburger is there. Just scroll down. It's in the middle past the yellow page. Okay. Nero, is that clear for you? Is Nero still on? I don't see Nero. Okay, maybe she read it. All right, Alma, you've got your hand up?
Yeah. Let me just see. Yeah. I bought on the 29th 3 $1 positions, yeah, for the feeder. And then I saw it shows in my feeder position, and that is 3510. It goes down there. Then I have seen in my phase 1, line 1, that there is a number 4465 on my third line. And that came in on the 30th, 5:45 in the morning. I have no idea where that comes from, because I only bought
Go to the next to go to your matrix, your own positions.
this is my matrix.
Okay. Go to the feeder section, the bottom one.
Yeah.
Is there any numbers next to, let me just open it, next to the matrix ID on the under level? Is there any numbers there, 0 or other number?
Under my matrix in the feeder, there's 12. Yeah.
There's 12, but under the column level 1, is there a number next to your first one's matrix ID?
Yes, 5.
5. That means it cycled through to the $5.
Ah, so, and hence, oh, right. So therefore it's now, I can't pick up that number, those 4 numbers at the end. That has become another number. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's become another number. Now remember, the feeder numbers doesn't correspond with the phases number. Let me just share screen here
Thank
again
you.
so I can
Let
show
me
you.
just feeder does not correspond with.
Okay, there we go. This is my feeder positions. So you can
Yeah.
see that when there's a 5, those 9 cycled through to the 5 already. That was the original feeder ID number. 341454555 and whatever. And then you go to your matrix, phase 1, line 1.
Yeah.
When they cycle through these 9, that 9 that cycled through got new numbers here with a 11 in front, indicating phase 1, line 1.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
my first 5 here cycled through to line 2. So there's 11 with a 9 at the back, 228, 546, 891, and 1202. So they're all sitting here. There we can see 9, 228, 546, 891, and 1202. And then the first 2 there cycled through to line 1 on phase 1, 009 and 228. So the 10 becomes a 9 then there. So
Yes,
there
yeah,
is 9 and 228. And 9 cycled through to phase 2, line 2.
Yeah.
No, well, that one cycled out, so it's that one is finished. So whenever there's a colored number here.
Sorry, if it's finished, you don't see it anymore, or what?
No, then it's gone. Then it's out. You got all your money.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is when we go to the intermediate phase of $10, which is not active yet. So everybody that cycled out through phase 2, line 2, will be allowed to go to the intermediate level on phase 1, line 1.
Good, thank you. Okay, so
Good.
if this, I've got it.
Perfect. Right,
Thank you.
Denise, you got your hand up?
Good morning, everyone. My question was, or what I wanted to ask was actually part of it was answered now during when you described to Maria what was happening. My question would have been, what happens, say, for example, I only have this one position and it cycles out of phase 2, level 2. What happens to, is my profile like finish, or must I? Yeah, that was my question. But
that position is not finished. It's then allowed to go to the intermediate phase, which is $10. But the $10 phase, the intermediate phase, is not active yet.
Okay. So
So you won't get an option.
okay, we don't know when
If
it's
you go
gonna
to-
open up.
No, we don't have news on that yet. It is going to be soon. When you look at purchase subscriptions, you can see here, that is the $5 plans, and there's the feeder. Once at $10, the intermediate stage phase becomes available. There will be a space here for that.
Okay.
Just something that I want to show you as well. You can go click on your matrix positions, and you can see who's the 4 people that pushed you through. If you click on the number 4, there it goes.
Okay.
And if you go to the feeder, you're going to find 5 people. Here's the feeder. That one, that's the 5 people that pushed me through. You can see exactly who's the people and then their numbers as well. And for the people that want to
Okay.
operate spreadsheets and things, if you want to, I'm not going to have time to run a spreadsheet for Sid-Subs. This is the 5 people that pushed me through on that specific position. Remember, it's all about positions here. That is what it is about.
And so my sponsor will always be my sponsor.
Yes.
Say for example, somebody else sponsors me a position. Then, but because I registered under a person, that will always be my sponsor, irrespective of where I get my other positions from.
Yeah, irrespective where the money comes from.
Okay, thank you.
Why do you think I sponsor in so many people?
No, it was just a question because the people that I actually got sponsored, or I took up the offer of being sponsored in, and I actually spread the word with my family, so that if my family is actually underneath the same person. So yeah. So
Let me just answer my own question. Why do I sponsor so many people in? Every position that you sponsor in, even if it's in the feeder line, going through the $5 system, you are getting from every $1 position you sponsored in, $31. Even if it takes 10 years, doesn't matter. $31. Imagine I sponsored 20 or 2,000 positions in, times 31. Imagine that amount of income then I can put in back in the bottom of the system, because then I can go every 8 hours and sponsor 3 people, and I can carry on doing that. There will be enough money for that. So once you start receiving, there's people on here. Ashley got a bit of money. Ashley, did you start sponsoring in people?
Yes, I have.
Good. And yeah, I know I bought at least $1 position for you as well. Now Ashley got a bit of money, and so he started sponsoring people in, feeding the system. If people are skeptical and they say this is not going to work, get them registered and give them 3 feeders positions, and let them just wait for their money. Then they're going to start getting people in. We only 9 days into the program. It's still small. This thing is going to have millions of positions eventually. It's going to get used. We're going to load easily 1,000 positions per day at one stage. I would say we're going to eat 1,000 per day feeder positions before 12 months. And 1,000 divided by 5 gives you 200, pushing through to the $5. It's going to be constant move. At this stage, it's moving very slowly. Some people say it's fast. It's not fast yet. You haven't seen some mad people putting in a lot of money into Sid-Subs. I'm one of them. I like giving money away. It's my favorite pastime. No, I lie.
Yeah. Stefan, can I ask something?
Yes.
Ilana, yeah. I just wanted to hear, why do you say 3? We must sponsor 3 positions. Is just one not good enough? Must we do 3 at a time?
You're allowed 3 $1 positions every 8 hours. That's why I use the number 3.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but why give somebody $1? Give them $3. Don't be lazy.
Thank you. Just a summary
Anybody-
for my. Can
Yes,
I?
Sharma.
A summary for myself. When one has come to phase 2, line 2, cycled through, is it better? I hear one can withdraw, or you just leave the money there. If you leave the money there, then it means you can go on to the intermediate one eventually when they become active. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Yeah, you can leave your money. So I'm leaving $10 for my first position in my wallet, in my purchase wallet. All the other money that I received on that first position, I took a few positions for myself, took a few on the feeder, and then I went down my downline list, and I got each one on their one position at least. If somebody takes a lot of positions on Lisa is signed up under me, she's got 25 positions. At this stage, she's not getting anything from me. I think I got a 1 position. I go to the people that's got less than 10 positions. And every 8 hours, I go select 3 and give them each a position.
Thank you.
Denise, you got your hand up again?
Say, for example, I'm sponsoring people in, so on the feeder. So I get like the bonus for when they cycle out. If I purchase the $5 position for myself, does my sponsor still get bonus from that, or is it just on the feeder where you get bonuses?
Your sponsor gets $31 on phase A for every position that you take.
Even if I purchase it myself, the
Yes.
$5 one, what you call it?
Yes.
Okay. So your sponsor stays your sponsor irrespective of how you
Yes,
purchase or obtain the positions.
They are
Okay.
linked to you. They will always
Thank
stay
you.
there.
Thank you.
And that sponsor will be very uninformed if they don't play it forward. Oh, there's a strong wind outside. If they don't pay it forward. If I get $6 on phase 1, line 2, somebody cycles through. There's $6. That's two cycles of 8 hours that I can cover, giving $1 away at a time. I'm fighting to sponsor more at this stage, but we must, because some people got themselves 5 and 6 and 7 feeder positions in a row. So just to eliminate that, it's limited to 3 every 8 hours. Right. Any other questions, people?
Morning, Stefan.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Just a question. If someone that you sponsored and you give them, say, 15 over time, 15 feeder subscriptions, so they're going to cycle out 15 times. Now, every time,
Yes.
do you get that $31 or just the first time?
Yes. Every time, every position.
Okay. But not someone that you just sponsor, that you haven't referred, but you just getting the feeder moving by just sponsoring. You don't get
the person.
their
The
sponsor
person must
gets it.
be. The person must be one of your referrals.
Thank you.
Yeah, then you get the $31, and then you can do with that whatever you want. If you want to withdraw that $31, 20% will stay back, and then you can buy yourself more positions with that, or sponsor more people in. So eventually, I don't think we'll ever run out of people completely to sponsor, but you just get more positions for everybody on your downline.
Yeah.
But on $31, what is 20% of that? Gives you $6. So that means 6 extra feeder positions if you want. Take 3 for yourself and sponsor 3 other people in. Put movement at the bottom of the lineage. This is all about numbers, people. It is all about numbers. We're going to have a huge amount of positions and they're going to move. And if you space them, mine isn't spaced much because I didn't take many feeder positions myself, but my whole downline is somewhere sitting in the feeder system with 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 positions. So every few days, one of those positions will cycle through. There's going to be constant movement. If you line them up to now, and even in the next 2 to 3 weeks before the Seeds of Love people come in their masses, you can frequently cycle through. Even after that, get yourself 1 feeder position per day. And then somewhere, I can't even give you a prediction. Maybe it takes 2 weeks for that position, which loads now, to cycle through. But when every few days, there's another feeder position going through to the 5, and then to line 2, and then line 3, and line 4, phase 2, line 1. And eventually cycles out. Then you can go to the intermediate phase. Remember, we're now in the beginner phase where we working with small amounts. We're going to a $10 cycle eventually, the intermediate. And then we're going to go to a $30 when that opens up. But the system was developed to get everybody a chance to be able to afford to come on board. Right, Ilana, you got your hand up again.
I just want to find out, Stefan, I tried to sign on. Well, I did sign on in the meantime, but okay, I signed on and I wanted to buy a $5 position because I didn't have any more available, but my Binance wouldn't allow me to pay over less than $10. So in the meantime, I got help by Adele. She sponsored me. But I want to know, is there like a wallet that it goes into and it waits there until you actually put it into the next phase? Or how does your money, if you put it over, how does it work?
It comes into your purchase wallet. Let me just go and do screen share again. You go to stats. Any money that you receive comes to your cash wallet. Now from there, you can transfer cash to purchase, and it comes to your purchase wallet, and you can get yourself positions or other people. If you do a withdrawal here, 20% comes to your purchase wallet, so that you must buy new positions. Now, if you can't from Binance, remember, you can't buy one $5 position. It's 2 spots that you need to buy.
Okay.
So you need to transfer $11, plus a little bit commission that the system tells you to transfer for the intermediate people that we use.
Yeah. Okay.
So the moment you transfer money, it comes to your purchase wallet. It's going to sit there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other questions, people? I see it's getting close to 11 o'clock already. Good. Then we're done for today. I may have another call somewhere in the next few days in the afternoon so that Americans can come on live if they want to. Otherwise, I'm going to see you next Wednesday at 10 o'clock again. I like the early calls. I must maybe move all the calls to the morning so that you can learn to wake up faster. Right, we can unmute. Heidi says she must run. Bye, Heidi. Have a nice day. Enjoy the flowers. Everybody else, unmute. Shout bye.
Thanks a lot, Stefan.
Bye.
Have a nice
Bye,
day.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Stefan. Bye, Stefan.
Bye-bye. Right, there we go.